Hello guys, this is Max from Team Psycholia, and this is my UK Nationals Top 64 deck profile. You can see my Creeping Dark Goat. This is the promo you got for coming in the Top 64. So yeah, it's cool, it's a really good card. And of course it's worth a bit of money. So this is the deck I played, Aqua. My starter was Officer Cadet Eric. I know other people were using other stuff, but I wanted to prioritize getting my actual grade 3 and not getting grade stuck because it was a one game matches all day. And I hit a grade 3 every time I used him, so yeah, he paid off a hell of a lot, and I'm glad I played him. So yeah. Next up is triggers. I ran 4 Supersonic Sailor crit triggers and 4 Battleship Intelligence crit triggers. Not much to say, it was a one game match all day, so crits just put in work. Sorry about that. And yeah. Never double graded someone though, so yeah. 4 heals, pretty standard. And last but not least, 4 draw triggers, because this deck does have trouble keeping hand advantage. So playing draws is kind of a must, I think. Next up is the grade 1s. I ran 1, 2, 3 Dorothea, because I wanted her to be behind my Vanguard as much as possible to make super awesome columns. And yeah, she basically was all behind my Vanguard every single game, so she paid off. In hindsight, I would have cut her down to 2, just because you can put other things behind her, of course. And here next we have 4 perfect guards, just because in this format you kind of have to run 4, unless you have a way to search perfect guards like oracles do, but Aqua does not. 4 Tier Knight Theo, AK Vanilla. You want to always ride him, otherwise it'll make you sad. 2 Tier Knight Cypress. He put in so much work, just making say 15k lanes into 16k by just cow blasting 1. So I have to go for 10 instead of 5. I honestly loved him, and yeah, he did actually win me a game, so it's nice. And my final grade 1, Light Signals Penguin Soldier. In hindsight, I'd take this out for a damage adder. The draw was nice, but every time I used it, I think every time I got a heal trigger, so yeah, it's kind of sad. I'd rather have the heal over the 10k boost, 10k guard for next turn. Grade 2s, I ran 4 Tier Knight Lazarus. 10k vanilla, you always want to ride him. If you can't ride him, you'll be sad, but he's still 10k, still vanilla, still amazing. And then we have 4 Storm Rider Basil, sorry. I'm gonna get told off by my teammates for that. 1 SP, I love it. And then 3 Triple O. Around 4, just because I wanted to early game rush, and he did put in a lot of work, and you'll see why I ran 4 of him when I get to my grade 3s. And my final grade 2 was 3 Storm Rider Daemon. This was probably the biggest disappointment of the day. If I could, I'd completely change him out for either Tidal Assault or Valeria, Tier Knight Valeria, I think she's called. And yeah, he just didn't pay off at all. He's good to ride as a secondary ride target instead of Basil, but 9k wasn't enough to do much. If you needed to hit 4th attacks on Maelstrom, then it was okay. But apart from that, not really. I played, for my grade 3s, 4 regular Maelstrom. Not much to say here. Glory Maelstrom is a cross-ride deck, so you need to run Maelstrom, and his effect is really good if it goes off, because they're always going to perfect guard it no matter what, because they can't let it go off because it's too much of a plus for you. And needless to say, I didn't get it off once. Probably because I didn't run stand triggers. But nobody wanted to let that through when I played crits. And too right, to be honest. And then my final grade 3, I played 4 Glory Maelstrom, because I wanted to hit the cross ride as soon as possible every game. I just found out that riding him early game just put so much pressure on the enemy. I mean my opponent, just because if they ever get me to 5, then I will win the next turn. Without a doubt. And 13k is just beastly. And plus, all day I was basically just using my basils, putting a spare glory behind it, swinging for 10, swinging for 11, or just swinging for 10, leaving him there, then swinging with the Vanguard, getting double crit or just a crit and another trigger, put it on him, and just put even more pressure on. It was just good all day. I wouldn't change it for anything. But yeah, well, I wouldn't change for anything, it's kind of a lie. I would only play this build for this tournament that I played, but in the future I will be switching to stands, and when we get the break ride at the end of the year, I'm probably going to be dropping Maelstrom and running the good grade 2s and the good grade 3s. This is the box I got. Everyone got it. It's a really nice box. It's 3 boxes in, I think. But yeah, only the top 64 got these tokens. So it's a really nice token if you play Shadows. Unfortunately, I sold mine a while ago. And then they announced this and I was like, it was really good for Phantom Burst Overlord. It's still good, really good for Avengers, if people actually play it. But yeah, this has been Max from Team Psycholia, doing my first deck profile for the channel, and hopefully more will come. Please subscribe, and yeah, nothing else to say apart from Nationals was fun. It's a shame it was only a 1-game match. That kind of, it did ruin the tournament a bit, but yeah, it made the tournament more, you have to sack to win. And Glory Maelstrom came second, so at least Aqua was a good deck to play that day. I was going to play Solus OTT, because I love the deck, and it just plays really well in general, especially if it's just one game. If you get Coco off every game, you're probably going to win, especially if you go first with Solus. So yeah. Anyway, this has been Max from Team Psycholia, signing out. Thanks for watching my top 64 deck profile.